Hello there, my name is Jen Gonzalez. Thank you for coming to my channel. This video is a romance update. In this video, I describe a recent romantic endeavor in which I was pursued by a person who claimed to be in an open relationship and who may or may not have had good intentions. It is difficult to tell, but I definitely did not feel comfortable with the situation. These kinds of videos by other trans people have been extremely helpful to me throughout my transition thus far, and so I'm posting these videos in the hopes that they are helpful and informative to someone else out there, and also to serve as a record of my experiences throughout transition. This introduction was inspired by Benjamin Boyce. Benjamin Boyce is the Boyce of Reason. As part of Ben's channel, he posts many videos from his investigations and interviews on topics related to transgender issues. Ben is an amazing person and I love his videos. I highly encourage everyone to check out his channel, and I will post a link in the description below. Again, thank you for coming and I hope you enjoy. Hello, this is Jen Gonzalez. Welcome to my channel. Before I begin, I just want to say I'm really excited. One of my videos is at 86 views and I have 7 subscribers on this 12th day of January 2022. So thank you, 7 subscribers, and thank you to all the people who've watched that one video so many times. It's got 86 views, almost 100. I think this story is going to be similar to what other trans women experience, based on what I've seen on YouTube and other descriptions by trans women of their experiences with romance. So you may be able to relate. So I go play pool a couple nights a week at this local place here where I live, and I love it. It's very LGBTQ plus friendly, very diverse. It's a wonderful, wonderful place. Great people that work there, wonderful. Anyway, I have a really good friend through there that I've met that knows that I'm looking around for something. And he connected me with a friend of his that he said was interested in me, and I'm assuming that he's seen me like on Facebook. But in any case, so my friend connects us. He says, my friend is interested in you. And I said, okay, I'm interested in meeting them and seeing if there's any like chemistry. So he connected us on social media, and we chatted a little bit. Just, hi, nice to meet you. Our mutual friend is connecting us. That's nice. I did the save thing, and I told him over the chat. I asked him, are you aware of that I'm trans? And he said yes, of course, that he was totally fine with that. And I was like, oh, that's nice. He said that he was actually very into it. And so I've heard of this phenomena of trans chasers. They're called chasers. So guys that are just trying to hook up with trans women. And that's all they want. They just want to hook up. They're not looking for anything else. And so I was like, okay, well, he says he's very into it. So maybe he's a chaser. But then I'm like, well, I'm very into guys. So I'm not sure if it's unfair that he's into trans women. I'm into guys. Like, so I don't know. I had a little mixed feelings. Like, I wasn't sure. And I was like, so I just responded back, well, I'm very into guys, so that sounds fair. And so we agreed to meet up at some point. We didn't specify a time. And then at a later date, I think it was a few days later, we were chatting again on social media, and he mentioned, "Oh, you know that uh, I'm I'm seeing someone, correct?" And I said, "No, I did not know that." He said um, that they had open relationship, um, so he was free to uh, have external uh, relationships, I guess, or external something. And he also said that his current partner just didn't really want to know about it. So so it was open, but his partner didn't want to be aware of who he was with or what exactly was going on. So I was like, okay, it sounds a little sketchy. He asked me if I was okay with that, and I said I was really not sure. I told him I was very hesitant, that I'd been in a couple of situations in the past which were not altogether on the up and up, and they did not end well. And so I told him that I was very hesitant about that, but I still thought we should meet and maybe we would just be friends. That would be great. Um, and so he said, okay. I decided to go out to play pool last night, and so I went out and I texted my friend, the original friend, to ask him if he was out playing pool. He said yes. I said, okay, great. I'll be there in a little bit. Minutes later, this guy uh, messages me and says, "Hey, I'm I'm actually going out tonight. Are you going to be there?" And he said, "I'm bringing my partner." And he said, "It's kind of." He said something like, "It's kind of uncomfortable, but I need to uh, protect her from knowledge of that I'm also kind of interacting with somebody else. She doesn't want to know," he said. So I said, okay, that's fine. I can be discreet. Um, in my head, I was like, there's no way. There's no way anything's gonna happen. If he's with somebody and he's looking for something on the side, um, and she's supposedly okay with it. I was like, I don't know. Even if she is okay with it, I'm not sure that I would be okay with it or with having some kind of hookup with him without knowing that she knows who I am and not knowing who she is. Um, so I said, okay, that's fine. Be discreet, and I'll see you there. So I went and to play pool, and he showed up with her, and they were sitting at the edge, right off of the pool table, so that they could watch the game while they waited for his turn. Play one person at a time against another person. So I was signed up ahead of him, so I played the person ahead of me. I won the game, and then so I was going to play him. So the whole time that I was like shooting pool, they were sitting like very close together, him and his partner, and they were sitting very close together. She with her back to him, and he with his like arms around her, kind of almost like a spooning kind of thing. And I was like, that looks pretty intimate. You know, that looks like they're actually pretty close. It's kind of a cuddly kind of position that they're in. Um, doesn't really look to me like it's. I don't know what an open relationship looks like, but it didn't really look to me like there was any intention in either one of them to do anything with anybody else. They looked like they were pretty into each other. Um, so I was like, I'm just gonna, stay back, like play pool, kind of just observe what's going on here, and then, and then, so I win, and it's his turn to play, and we play against each other very platonically, totally just a little bit of chatting, but basically staying on opposite sides of the pool table from each other almost the whole time. I had introduced myself to them just before the pool game, so it was a charade, like I knew who he was, but I introduced myself as if I didn't, because I saw his name on the board where he signed up to play, and we acted like we didn't know each other at all. I mean, we'd only chatted twice on social media, so we don't really know each other. But anyway, as I introduced myself to her, so the game comes to an end. I won. And then he goes to leave. They're over there sitting by the bar, and she starts to chat to me a little bit, just saying congratulations on the game. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I was trying to be like super polite, and like in my head I'm like, there's no way this is happening. Like, okay, he's clearly in it's a real relationship. They're actually affectionate to each other. They seem to be pretty stable, at least from the outside. She seems very sweet, very nice. He seemed very awkward. She seemed very natural and very nice. He definitely seemed like he was hiding something from her or from me or from both. I don't know. And so we just said, okay, have a nice night, and it's nice to meet you. Bye now. And then they left, and I stayed a little bit longer. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to just tell him that this is not gonna work. So I went home, slept on it, and I woke up, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna message him. So I messaged him this morning, and I was like, I can't do this. I've been in this kind of situation a couple of times, and it didn't end well. And if you're ever single in the future, contact me. Maybe we can meet then. I think it could be fun, but I definitely I can't do it while you're attached. So I don't know, like, I think that I handled it well. I'm not absolutely positive that they didn't have some type of arrangement in which she was going to open up the relationship, or I'll be okay with opening up the relationship. I don't know that that's not true. I just know that even if it was true, I didn't feel comfortable with it because they definitely seemed close. And so my read on that was that she was not really okay with it. And if you have to keep it secret from your partner, if you're going to have an open relationship, but you can't talk about who your other people are, like, that makes it really uncomfortable for me, because then I have to be all like secret and lying and like fake. Like, I had to be a little bit last night, and I didn't really like that. So it does not feel good. He wrote back and said he understood, and that's fine. So I think that's it. That's too bad. I didn't know he was seeing somebody. I would not have been wanted to be introduced to him if I had known that he was seeing somebody. So it didn't feel good. I've been going to that place for like 7 months, since last June, and I've had some offers from guys that were not not exactly what I really want to be involved in. Like one guy just straight up asked me if I wanted to give him oral sex. Another guy did a similar thing about keeping it confidential. Like I can't remember exactly the word he used, but I took it to mean a down low, like secret. And then a third guy, flirted with me like 3 times, 3 different nights. Like it seemed like it was going somewhere. Like it was kind of nice. Like we were getting like physical with each other, just like somewhat like touchy, affectionate. And then like the 4th time we hung out, he's like, oh, I gotta tell you, I'm in a relationship. And I'm like, really? Like, how long have you been in a relationship? He said, 4 years. I said, 4 years? He's like, yeah, 4 years. I was like, 4 years you guys are like married. I said, no way, I can't do that. I can't do that. And he said he understood. So, I've been rejected on a couple of like real attempts that I made. Like I really was interested in a couple of different guys, and they were both like no. But they were very polite about it. Like they were very cool, like super nice. And I still see them once in a while. I still chat with them. But these other guys, there's like I think 4 of them now who are like just totally like, I don't want to say like bad things. I just think they're like really like bad decisions, that they're ready to engage in like behavior that is like just not cool, that I'm not interested in. I would not want to be involved in that. I mean, I think one of them, like the one guy who is not with anybody, but he wanted to do something like kind of down low. Like he's single, and and it sounds like he was kind of interested and attracted to me, and we definitely flirted. So I think I would consider it. And I think what all this is like, where I'm going with all this is that I think that trans women like myself who go through this kind of like up and down kind of thing, where you're like, it's like fishing, you kind of get a tug but then nothing happens for a long period of time. I think like your standards start to drop. Like I don't know. I'm looking for trust, friendship, mutual respect, and intimacy. Okay, I'm looking for good friends, people that I really like and that really like me, who are affectionate and want to share some intimacy without a commitment. So I feel like I'm pretty flexible. But I'm not interested in I'm not interested in dishonesty. I'm not interested in getting together with somebody who's unfaithful. I just want it to feel clean and good and have some integrity to it. Like we may not want to date or have something like long-term or exclusive, but we can hold each other, we can touch each other, and make love without guilt or without obligation or yeah. So I haven't found it yet. I think I could if I could find a guy that is interested in me, who's not already like dating, you know. Anyway, so that's my story. Romance update number 2. But I could combine a few romance updates into this one. So that's okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting more videos regularly. It's been nice to have this moment with you. I hope that you come back. Okay. Alright, bye. What's that word? When it's like somebody is not loyal, but not disloyal, specifically in a relationship context. Unfaithful. Okay, yeah.